Hello. Yeah, so going to head in SoFi Stadium. I just in the parking lot ran into Stan Kroenke, and he tried to bribe me. You know, he thought I was working for the NFL, and he was wanting another Super Bowl. And I told him, I said, man, you know, I don't work there. You know, sorry, but
you got injured.
Here we are. Anyway.
Say, I got injured.
He ran me over with a car and fractured my hip. So.
There you go, the beautiful SoFi Stadium.
I saw Z somewhere.
Added like 15 minutes to our right. This is Mahomes, Herbert versus Mahomes. I mean, that's a good match. That's like seeing Marino versus Elway back in the early 80s when they're young. Yeah. Like 15 years from now, we might regret not doing that. That's what I'm saying.
How good is this field? The stadium is amazing. Wow.
Touch it. Touch the breast.
Let's touch it.
I saw Brady quarterback sneak right here. It was right here. Listen, because I was up there, right over the top. Quarterback sneak.
Right up there. And
that touchdown. Boom! Right in. Tom Brady, right?
So where do I get to kick anything? Oh, over there. Do you think we can still pull it off?
Huh?
If we can kick? How to go kick the ball? Okay.
Go. You go.
Over there.
Hey, give me the camera. I'll film you.
I have to ask somebody.
Go. Run. See if she can get a field goal kicked off. See if she can get a good ball through here. Fail. Failure.
Where do you put it?
I told you, kick under it.
Under it. How do you do under it?
Okay, try this. Melina, try this. Look. Or, you know.
Hey, that's the best I can do.
It's okay.
I do soccer, okay?
Yeah, but you got to get under. You got to get under it. Thank you for setting that up, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, we got to get back. Good job, though.
Good job.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We got to get back. Okay. I can't believe I'm here and I can't do a kick, guys. I can't kick for you guys.
Man.
I was able to do something kind of like that at the Patriots Gillette Stadium. But that was a simulation. It was a real ball, but the ball simulated into the wall and told you what it would be like in real life. It's based off speed and power, so it's the same as the real thing, I guess. But I can't kick obviously now. But I guarantee you, when I get better, I'll come back and I'll kick it again.
Okay, cool.
Let's go.
Wait, where's the locker rooms? That's the locker room?
Herbert's locker room. We took a picture.
There you go.
So, hey, for 15 years, this guy will be on track for the Hall of Fame, and we'll be glad we did this. So,
pains me as a Raider fan.
So what's going on here?
But hey, you know, so we still got to go to the Vegas Stadium. So,
what do you have to say about this?
oh no, I can't help myself.
Pleasure to be here. Excited.
Absolutely.
Make sure you guys look smooth.
Okay, guys. Tony Michelle, Mr. 2-yard belly flop himself. Come on. Used to play for us.
Of course.
For us, but
Yes.
I'm the kicker. I don't know.
Who is the kicker here? Does it say? You know how badly I kicked? Seriously.
Thank you for being such a great fan. I want to see what Brady
this is the one Brady was in. That's right. That's right.
What's that?
This is the locker room Brady was in when the Bucks were here. He went to that game. Because when they played the Rams.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were here too. Can you show me where the kicker is?
Something. No, I'm about to right now.
Out there, yeah, I gotta check it out. See if you see the difference.
Or maybe you have a football player coming.
No basketball.
Basketball.
Hey,
Okay.
pays more.
You never know.
Pays more.
They're normally like,
Actually, no, you are tall.
Yeah.
So
what if he's rebellious? He'll be like, no,
Yeah, that-
I'm going to be a
Okay.
multi-purpose room.
I know, it's like
Is this what they all gather after the game?
Ah,
after that game, we suck again. We thought we were getting better until we drafted a great quarterback, but it's just not getting anything done. We're not getting anything done. The defense can't stop anybody. The offense can't run the ball, can't pass the ball. And you know what? I'm quitting as head coach of the Chargers. I gotta go.
communicate better.
It's a team game.
Throw the ball, catch the ball,
Team game.
and it's a team game. It's definitely a team game.
But is it a team game?
It's a team game.
Okay.
Gotta go. What's going on, guys? Yeah, I got you. Exciting, huh?
Let's go. VonAllen Sports. Let's go.
Z. Let's
VonAllen
go.
Sports. Let's go.
VonAllen Sports. Let's go. Thank you. You too. Like, clean little note on the side.
Clean your locker.
Clean your
Clean your locker. Clean your locker before you go on trying to clean the world and organize the planet.
Clean your locker room.
Clean your locker.
Not gay.
Matt Gay is actually gets tons of girls.
Matt Gay is not gay at all.
He's the kicker.
Ah, he's the kicker.
Matthew Stafford.
Oh, there you go, Matthew.
Bobby Wagner.
Most patients. You do put baby in a corner.
I did not have an affair with that one.
Louder. How do you go?
I want to apologize that our team's not Stan Kroenke did not pay off the NFL this year for us to get anywhere, so we're probably, if we make the playoffs, it's going to be a miracle. But other than that, I've got a hot wife. So there's that.
yes, I
Sorry,
did,
no more
I
questions.
did say that. You know.
Nice.
It's a video.
Look, guys, there's a whole room just for concussions. This makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense now. So. Now yell real loud.
Oh.
Score! That's okay. That's okay.
VonAllen Sports.
This is Patriots linebacker, Super Bowl 49 champ, Darius Fleming, and you're watching VonAllen Sports, real and honest NFL analysis. Subscribe now. Join the empire. VonAllen Sports, let's go!
VonAllen Sports.
All right, guys, how y'all doing? What is up? Happy early Halloween. Halloween for me is tonight. You know, we're having some guests over for a little Halloween get together. But yeah, you know, that last that last throw you saw, that was actually my impression of Brady the other night in the red zone. So that was actually me. I meant to do that. I knew ahead of time because I did that on Tuesday, but I because I'm Starfleet, you can do time travel and stuff. So because I'm Starfleet, I was able to look in the future, see Brady throw it 100 miles past the end zone, and then I came back in time, and then that was my impression there. So I did the best I could. I tell you what, though, that I shouldn't have done that last one. That last one I had backed up to it was like 20 yards, maybe not that far, but something like that. And instinctually, I put my left foot forward. Just that's the way you throw a football. And I landed hard on my leg. I shouldn't have done that. It's been hurting since then. But still, it was fun. And tonight I will be joined soon by a good friend of mine who is a Raiders fan, actually. But the good kind, not the crappy kind, not the, it was a fumble, those type. So, all right. Actually, I'm going to. Yeah. Huh? He's also a Brady fan. Well, he's a big Brady fan, but I'll let him. I'll let him explain that to you guys. So let's see if I can read this better. All right. So Gord King's here. What's up, man? Elf of Courage. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you for that super chat. I'm glad you liked the music. Yeah, that was for you, buddy. All right. 2 fun facts. Gord King says, I am the Great Pumpkin, and my first ever toy was a baby Linus, which I actually still have. You hope we can beat the Jets? Yeah, well, do you guys have faith in anything anymore? I mean, I have to see it now. I have to see it. I don't know, those days of knowing that there will be a bounce back and stuff like that. Why do I look all purple and weird? What the hell? Like that. There we go. All right. Anyway. Yeah. So let's see here. Yeah. As far as it's the days of knowing that we're going to make adjustments and we can count on those things, I just don't know anymore. Yeah. So, Mastermind, what's up, man? Let's go. Alpha Courage again with the Mastermind Nightwalker. Nightwalker, all the way from Germany. Man, I'm appreciative that you're always here, even though you're in Europe. That's awesome. I know it's difficult. I used to live in Bulgaria, as you guys know, and it's not easy. 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, doing stuff like this, watching the games in the middle of the night, all the way to 7 a.m. It's crazy. Some random Patriots fan. Ryan Dyer, what's up? Ray Davis, John Thomas Chavez, welcome you guys. Thank you. D. Bateman, I've got an answer for you, buddy. I'll just put it this way. There's a reason for everything I do, okay? So, you'll see. Brad Gold. Of course, you guys know Brad Gold. He is the Chiefs fan. He is in Legion now, actually, with us. But yes, we have a Chiefs fan in Legion. But he was on the show with me a few weeks back when they took out Brady's Bucks. But yeah, welcome. Let's see here. Okay. Well, before Z comes on, and we have some things to talk about pertaining to several things, actually, that I promised this week.
let's just open up, since it's just me right now, let's just open up real quick. I just want to get this over with. I know I put a video out for it and everything, but I haven't talked to you guys since then. So after the Thursday night game, the complete beatdown by the Ravens, in my opinion, but I mean, it felt like it was a blowout, right? The way they were playing. But after that, the next or after the game, Tom was found in the locker. He was the last one to get into the showers, last one to take his pads off and all that. He was just sitting there, just like, like dumbfounded, like what the hell is happening? And again, this is multiple reports from journalists in the locker room. So I don't know if it's you take it how you want to take it, but he seemed pretty upset about this. We have a little more clarity now. So Friday, very next morning, it's announced that his divorce is final from his wife. So now that that's done, we don't have to talk about it anymore, hopefully. That would be nice. But it does matter in the sense that hopefully he can move on from that now. So all of it's finished, all of the things you go through, the emotions and the head, the stuff in your head and everything, all that is pretty much when you first agree to get divorce lawyers. He's had time to get all that. By the time you sign the papers, you just kind of want to get it over with and you just want to move on with your life. So I am hoping that this is a thing that's just in the past. It's over now, and he doesn't have to think about it anymore. This could be a real positive here. Another thing why this matters, the divorce matters, why his divorce matters more importantly than any other players. Why, I know some people, none of you guys here, but I've had some people, a few people comment stuff like they get all pissy and start whining because I've mentioned it. Okay, well, it's relevant. Okay, and here's why. Because Giselle was the reason why he kept maybe not coming back, didn't know if he was going to come back, retire, whatever, all that junk, okay? She was the reason for that. Now she's gone. That's open. So basically, Tom can decide for himself whatever he wants to do. So if he still feels like he can play, he's going to play. Okay? So I think this is a best case scenario as far as speediness. If this thing was just waving over him the whole season, that's not good, guys. But I think it'll be fine. So that's what I was telling you guys. I was hoping for. It was either if they're going to stay together, just get back together, come to an agreement, and get it over with. Or if they're not going to stay together, get the divorce, sign it, boom, out. And I have to say, for celebrity divorces, this has got to be a world record. Okay? It's got to be a world record. I mean, even just for a regular divorce, it's got to be a world record. So, thank you, Phil. Appreciate it, man. No, thank you for being here. I know it's the Halloween weekend, so I didn't expect, everybody, to be, I just expected people, maybe they'd be in and out, and hoping that you guys could log in. So, all right. That would be funny, Gord King. Gord King just commented, it would be funny if Tom's next marriage headline is Tom Brady signs a 4-year deal with insert wife. Okay. John Thomas Chavez asked me, and I read these out for those of you who are just listening. Maybe you're driving in your car and you can't watch the comment section. John Thomas Chavez asked me, do I think Giselle was the one who leaked to Adam Schefter that Tom was supposedly retiring, trying to force his hand? Yes, I do. Yes. Back then, we didn't understand. There was like, how many people could possibly know business on that personal level? But Adam Schefter was so sure that he was right. He was so positive, okay? And even when people were pushing back and saying there was no information coming from anybody that gave you any indication that anybody knew what was going on, right? But Adam stuck by it. Why would he stick by it? He said, I am sure. I stand by my source. Why was he so sure exactly? Why was he so sure? It was Giselle. I really believe it was. I do. I'm not just talking shit. I really do believe it was Giselle. So, you know what, guys? You know what Giselle tried to do? She tried to take the paintbrush from the painter. She tried to take the clay from the sculptor. She tried to take the piano from the pianist. Okay? And at this level of the game, I know how that feels. Okay? I know how that feels. And I went the Tom Brady route. But with Tom, he is the greatest football player who has ever lived on this planet. So when you try to take Tom Brady's football from him, you're taking away Michelangelo's clay. You guys know the famous story about Pope Julius II constantly fighting with Michelangelo. And Michelangelo said, you want me to paint the roof of the Sistine Chapel? Why? He's like, well, didn't you study painting for, a little bit? And he goes, yeah, I studied for a year. He goes, well, fine, you can do it. He goes, but I'm not a painter. I'm a sculptor. And Pope said, too bad, you're going to do this too. So he did both. And we know that Sistine Chapel is one of the greatest things of all time. Other popes after that tried to take Michelangelo's art from him at every turn. So why don't we just go back in time and go find Mozart and just burn all of his sheet music? Let's just tell him to stop. No, you can't make music anymore. And that's what this is. That's what, for us, that's what this is, I think it's just it's completely disgusting to ask Tom and give him an ultimatum. And you know why the ultimatum is stupid? It's either me, or you spend more time with us, or football. You got to pick. Well, the ultimatum basically means you're not going to get him at all if he picks football. That defeating the point of the ultimatum originally. So it didn't make much sense. But anyway, you can't do that. And word to the wise people out there, if you're with someone and they have a passion and it's something that they care about, something they've always loved, don't take it away from them. Don't take it away. What you do is you help it. You fuel it. You encourage it. Okay? You don't try to take it away, and in Tom's case, take it away so he can become a babysitter. All right? So, sorry, but let's be honest. Giselle's not spending every day with those kids either. Some nanny that they hire, probably like 10 different nannies that they hire. Let's not kid ourselves, so she's still working all that. But anyway, the point is, you cannot take away a guy's, or anybody, but in this case, a guy's passion like that. Let him finish out, because you know what? There's going to be a time where Tom can't play. Even if his passion is there, he can't. He just won't be able to do it. That's going to happen. That's inevitable. So it's just kind of stupid to me, that it went this direction. I must be on fire right now. I mean, you guys are talking about fucking gas prices instead of, all right, cool. This must not be a good night for me all right now. John Thomas Chavez sends a $5 super chat and says, I understand why Tom loved Top Gun Maverick so much. An older guy still at the top of his game that everyone wanted to retire. Hey, you know what? What's funny about that is that there's a lot of similarities to both Toms. You know, they dominate their field, you know, and they expect excellence and perfection all the time, and they live for their craft. I mean, Tom Cruise is psycho, man. He's jumping out of helicopters, hanging off of cliffs, and all kinds of stuff. He doesn't want the stuntman. He wants to do it himself. I mean, this guy's worth what? He's probably worth like $1 billion. But he doesn't need to do these things. And he does them because he loves them. And the way Tom Cruise feels about movies and probably Scientology, but I'm not talking about that. The way Tom Cruise feels about movies and making movies is the way Tom Brady feels about playing football. So that is a good comparison there. So I see some new people logged on. Ravens, Ray Lewis, that is Elliot. Elliot, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Hey, props on a big victory the other night, man. Your Ravens got it done. Lamar Jackson, man. I mean, are they going to pay this guy or what? I mean, what is going on there? So, I did find it funny when Lamar found that sign in the crowd and said it said pay the man. Now Lamar didn't create that sign or anything. You know, he just found it and thought it was funny. I thought that was actually kind of funny. I know some people were giving him crap about it, but I'm okay with it. Tyler Belcher, welcome. Just arrived. Anthony Preston, what's up, man? But yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, Gord King. I love it. I love it. It's a lot better than holding out to get paid. When you bet on yourself and you go out there and you just play well, you end up getting more. Even you have more leverage. Okay? You have more leverage, and it's just a completely different situation when you can do that. So, yep. Is that true? Tom Cruise is going to be doing a movie in space? Nice. All right. Let's see here. Elf of Courage sends a $5 super chat. He said, did you ever read the book, The Dynasty, about the Pats? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's the one with, yeah, I've read like 4 Pats books. Yeah, I'm almost positive. Yeah, I read that one. Let's see here. The problem, Michael, and welcome, Michael, by the way. The problem is when you're healthy, you can end up doing the Le'Veon Bell thing. And if you hold out too long, I mean, whether you believe that he is worth the money or not, but there is a large group of people in the league, in the front offices around the league, that don't think he's worth it. So if Lamar just sat around, I mean, this isn't an Aaron Rodgers situation on his first big deal or something. This is something where a lot of people are iffy on him. And if he set out, you know the press would just kill him on it, and it wouldn't work his way. But the fact that he was able to, or the fact that if he's able to finish out the season healthy and play well, then he's good to go. So he's kind of a different situation as far as that goes. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit. Apologies, guys. So see here, what's up, man? All right, so the guest of honor has arrived, and then I can finally talk to him about something that I wanted to tell you guys. Okay, so let's switch over here. Let's make sure everything's good. Z, let's see. Okay, so guys, there is going to be a little bit of an echo. I want to apologize, but it's the best we could do right now because the situation in our studio is not completely finished, so we still have the bouncing effect, but hopefully it's not too bad. So, Z, welcome, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
The guy's he's a big Raiders fan. Ever since he was a kid. Now he grew up here. You grew up here in Southern California, right?
I did, yes, born and raised.
And the Raiders were the LA team.
Correct.
And that it's not like they don't belong here, right? No.
Yeah, you know, I was a kid when they won the Super Bowl in 1984. It was also the same year that they had the Olympics in LA, so it was just and the Lakers were doing great. So it was a great time for the city, and I just remember that spirit as a kid, and I just loved the Raiders uniforms and kind of what they brought to LA. And even when they left, I just remained a fan. You know, no matter how bad they were, I still supported the team, even when LA didn't have a team for a while.
How do you feel about the Raiders not coming to LA and the Chargers showing up? And I mean, I figure you're okay with the Rams because they were here. This is their original. Well, I think the Rams' first year was in San Diego, but that was like in the 19 whatever something, I think. But the Rams, Rams had always been here. I'm sure you're probably fine with that. But did it piss you off that the Raiders went to Vegas instead of here?
You know, it didn't piss me off. I was just bummed out. It would have been great to have the Raiders here with the Rams share SoFi Stadium. Obviously, anytime the Raiders come to town, it's like a Raider home game, right? So I was a little upset with that. But Vegas is not that far, so I think that it's a great location. What better way to spend a weekend than going to Vegas and then going to a football game? So I think and the name Las Vegas Raiders, it kind of has a ring to it. So I'm glad it is Vegas and not anywhere else further away. I prefer Vegas to Oakland actually. But if the Raiders were in LA, I would prefer that. And I feel bad for the fans in San Diego, even though I'm not a Charger fan. I think they deserve to have their team there too. So.
Yeah, they definitely belong in San Diego. I thought that was weird that they even moved here. But I'll tell you this much, I like the Chargers more than I like the Rams. And now before you got here, in the intro to the show, I played clips from our trip to SoFi. And I showed different photographs and stuff like that. One thing, a few things we learned from that trip. One is the Chargers, I think, are more deserving, in my opinion, of a little better treatment as far as they seem like the stepchild, to the Rams, basically. But beside that, we found out something even more important, and that is Milena cannot kick a field goal. I mean, it's pretty bad. But hey, I noticed you have Alice Cooper on your shirt.
Yeah, I figure I go with the Halloween theme. Don't have a costume, but I figure it's scary. I could have worn like a Raiders skull thing, right? That guy's pretty scary. The one that goes to the games all the time. But I figured this would suffice for Halloween.
Well, he's a big sports fan, and when I lived in Phoenix, because he lives there, and he has a bar there called Alice Cooperstown. I guess a reference to the Baseball Hall of Fame. But yeah, he's a big football fan. Okay, so basically, what's going on tonight, guys? And I told you everything I do is for a reason. Okay, so I've got a Raiders fan here tonight. But I'm also supposed to answer this big question that I promised I was going to answer for all this week. So, D. Bateman, this one's for you. What his question was is, where do I think Tom is going to end up next year? I thought about this. I thought, okay, the Saints is a possibility, but that would only be if Allen, the coach, would step down and Sean Payton became the head coach. But I scratched that, and thought, okay, what about San Francisco? Well, they've got a young guy, right? And they're probably expecting him to come back next year. And we already know that that Tom and Kyle Shanahan kind of, they kind of butted heads, right? So that led me to one team and one team only. He's going to the Raiders.
I wish, man.
Okay.
I'd be buying so many TB12 jerseys.
So as soon as I realized it was the Raiders, I was like, Z, it's got to come on. He's got to answer this. So here's the deal. This is not because Derek Carr is bad, okay? Derek Carr is not the problem in Las Vegas. He is not the problem. This is more about fit. This is more about what the coaching staff wants. Your coach, Josh McDaniels, obviously everyone knows, is the longtime offensive coordinator at New England with Tom Brady. He's going to try to get something from Derek, and he's going to bring in Tom. And he's going to do what was supposed to happen a few years back when John Gruden blew that up, right? Derek Carr, again, it's not personal against Derek Carr. He's a victim of circumstance, okay? When new head coaches come into a team, they want their guy, right? And I just don't think that he's sold on Derek, do you? I just don't think what do you think?
Well, I mean, having coached Tom Brady before, I'm sure his bar is pretty high. I think he likes Derek Carr's hustle. That's one thing you can't, hold against Derek Carr. The guy puts the team on his back. I mean, last year they weren't supposed to even make the playoffs, so he took the team on his shoulders, and it's all heart with him. And I do love him for that. But of course, he's not Tom Brady. And I believe when Tom Brady was on the barbershop show and he said they chose that motherfucker over me, I think he was talking about Derek Carr, but I don't think he meant it in a bad way, but that's just how Tom is. But anyway, I think that given what McDaniels is used to with Brady and the Patriots, I think that could be something he would want. Absolutely. But one question I have for you, Aaron, is do you think, let's say that were to happen, do you think that team is equipped to win a Super Bowl? Obviously, when Tom went to Tampa Bay, they had the defense. They had Todd Bowles as the defensive coordinator, and they did their job in the Super Bowl. You think even with Tom on the Raiders, you think they're Super Bowl ready? I mean, I hope so, but I just want your thoughts on that.
Absolutely. They've got players. Listen, already this year, I was expecting them to make some noise, and I'm just shocked that they didn't. Okay, I was like, what the hell, So look who's also there. Chandler Jones is there on defense. That's his old buddy. Okay, so and not only that, it's not about what's already there. He's got targets. He's got their Raiders. I mean, I'm not prepared to go over the whole roster right now, but the Raiders have a lot of good pieces. Remember when Tom arrived in Tampa Bay, it didn't just stay that way. He brought Gronkowski. He brought Fournette, right? He brought AB. So Tom comes with a lot of other things. People will go there just to be with him. So if there are any holes on either side of the ball, people are going to flock to that. And don't forget, to get rid of Derek Carr, you've got him on a contract that you can trade away. You can get some pieces back for him. Maybe you don't even go with draft picks, because if you're getting Tom, you're not thinking about the future. You're more in a Rams situation where you give it all the future up to get Stafford, and you think that's your answer. Maybe they trade for other players, and bring them in that way. So absolutely, I do. Yeah.
I think offense, he definitely has the weapons, and I think, unfortunately, what he's lacking in Tampa Bay is also an offensive line. I think the Raiders are a little bit of an upgrade there. Um, so, yeah, I think I agree with you.
Yeah, it's the thing about Tampa Bay is they've got a lot of good players, but what does it matter when you're not playing like a team? It doesn't matter. They're, like I said, they're a bunch of the only thing they do as a team is suck. They all equally suck, as in, they're all being individuals. They're all selfish, So that's what I see there. But so it doesn't really matter. But with Josh and Tom together, they're going to be able to really install that Patriot way. And the thing is that everybody tries to be Belichick, right? Everybody when they leave, right? So when a guy leaves New England, becomes a head coach, and he tries to be install the Belichick way and all that stuff, right? Well, the guy doesn't come with those accolades. He doesn't come with that all the respect. You've got to earn that yourself. The reason the Patriot way is not working right now in New England, in my opinion, is that you need a buffer in the locker room. You need that Tom Brady type of guy to implement with the players, hey, we got to do what coach says, right? And it's not going to work for Josh McDaniels if he's not got that guy to do that. And you bring in Tom, Tom's going to say, listen, guys, I won 6 Super Bowls with Josh on the team. He knows what he's talking about. And now the Raiders are listening to him, and now these things are working. I mean, what do you think?
I absolutely agree. I think, Josh has a lot to prove. I know a lot of most of the Patriots assistant coaches that go on to become head coaches don't make it. And I know he did that. He had a stint as head coach on the Broncos, which, that was a disaster. So history's not on his side. So he has a lot to prove, but, he does have the rings and the pedigree to prove it. And I think with Tom by his side, I think that would definitely bring the winning culture to the Raiders.
Yeah.
He still has to prove himself. He hasn't. It's kind of like how we were just talking about Todd Bowles proved himself as a defensive coordinator, but as a head coach, he's unfortunately horrible so far. And I think in the beginning, McDaniels has had his struggles too. So we'll see how they do tomorrow. But yeah, he's got a lot to prove himself too.
Yeah, the thing is that these guys try to be Bill, and people look at you like that's not your personality. It's funny. Like I had a guest on the other night, Chisel Adonis, right? And his whole thing is comedy. Sometimes it's a little raunchy. Sometimes it's a little like explicit, right? That's his thing. That's what he does, and that fits him. When you see him do that, that fits him. Well, that's not me though. Okay, I can't do what he does, even if I wanted to try that. It wouldn't look authentic, right? I am me. I am the way I am, and me and we were talking about that. It was like funny. It's like you got to find your own voice and know what you do well. And these guys try to be Belichick, and when you try to do the whole, oh, I'm serious, I'm a hard ass, and you look like Josh McDaniels when you're younger, that you look like you're younger than some of the players. It doesn't fly. It doesn't work. So what he needs to do is take what he learned from Bill as far as implementation, schedule, preparation, all those things. That's great. Do that. But he's got to be his own guy. He's got to be Josh. He's got to be just whatever he's like when Bill's not around. And that's what I think needs to happen. And that's the mistake that all these guys go on and make. Joe Judge went to the Giants. Now he's back with the Patriots because he tried to be Bill Belichick. Matt Patricia did the same thing in Detroit. I mean, Bill O'Brien, to a certain extent, tried that in Houston, although he did kind of if anybody, Bill O'Brien was able to project the Belichick thing because Bill O'Brien's kind of a rough dude, right? So it kind of worked. But yeah.
He wasn't an assistant coach, but he's a former Mike Vrabel, the coach. Yeah, he's not an assistant coach, but he was a former Patriot, and he's done quite well with Tennessee. So
exactly. So it's these guys are trying to be something they're not, and it just doesn't work. So I'm taking a look here. Did I miss any super chats? I think I got them all so far. Okay. Welcome, Thomas Allen, Michael McDermott. Thank you for joining, guys. The Raiders. Oh, Chris Berman. Z, how good can you do that? The Raiders.
The Raiders? Wow, let's see. Haven't done it before.
You gotta just belt it out.
Yeah. I usually just go, Raiders, you know?
The Raiders.
Like Ice Cube, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, guys, I know there's a slight echo when we're both talking. So it's not something I can remedy right now. But
you know,
let's
I guess
see.
I could talk about how, as a Raider fan, I became a Tom Brady appreciator and Tom Brady fan.
Yes. Okay. So
Because it's
So fashionable to hate Tom Brady as a Raider fan, right?
okay. So hang on. Just want to point this out, guys. So as you guys, a lot of you guys know, Raiders fans hate Tom Brady and they hate the Patriots. Why? Because of the Tuck rule. Even though we got screwed in 1977 by the Raiders or by the refs. Okay, so it was payback. It was payback. So how about that? How about we're even? Okay, but the Raiders fans seem to believe that not only was that the AFC Championship game for some reason, I don't know why, but I don't think the Raiders would they have even beat the Rams. I mean, sorry, the Steelers. And had they beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh, had they beaten them, would they have beaten the greatest show on turf? I don't think so, because even New England, if they played Kurt Warner's Rams 10 games, I think we only win 3 out of those 10, or So it took a perfect day, a perfect everything to win that. But Z is not one of them, and so Z, I'm going to let you explain why you're not one of them and why you're a.
Thanks. Well, in the first few years, I was bitter about that. And then as time went on, I just asked myself, okay, one, it's the past. Why hold grudges in the past? Two, Tom Brady's a badass. He's a winner. And why am I going to deny that? It's just like growing up and watching Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. They are who they are. They're amazing. And that's the same thing I thought about Tom Brady. I always loved watching him play. And I felt like, why should I hate this guy? This guy is amazing. And then probably by about 2012, 2013 is when the bitterness started to wear off from the whole Tuck rule game. And then I started to enjoy watching him play. And I grew up, as we've talked about before, a huge Kobe Bryant fan. And I think Brady and Kobe Bryant are have the same DNA of that TB12 mentality, Mamba mentality. So I love that about Tom Brady. He's a warrior. And so I just appreciated the way he played. And, like you mentioned, the Raider fans act as if the Raiders would have won that game against the Patriots, that they would have won 2 Super Bowls. It's like, well, they had to go against Pittsburgh, which would have been a tough game. And then they would have to have still won the Super Bowl. So, I think it's a little bit of an overreaction. We just need to get over it. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, of course, we would have loved to have won that game. I was watching the game. But at the same time, greatness is something that you can never deny. And he's the GOAT. And I've been calling him the GOAT since after they beat Seattle. So even before he got his 5th ring, to me, he was the GOAT. He had already passed Montana on that list. So I've been a fan ever since. I've actually never missed a single Tom Brady game since 2015.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a big statement from someone who's a fan of another team. That's pretty awesome.
Because I want to tell my grandkids one day, hey, I never missed a Tom Brady game. This is the type of athlete, the way our parents grew up with Muhammad Ali or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's like, I grew up with Brady, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan. Those are the 3 greatest athletes of my generation. And I want to say that at least one of them I saw as many games as possible.
And I'm so glad you mentioned Kobe, because I told people this for years. This is even before me and you even knew each other. And I would go and I would tell everybody, and even before he died, but I said it again after he had died, I had a special, but even before that, I said, Kobe is the basketball Brady right now, like, because they were both playing at the same time when I started talking about this. Kobe, if you ever watch an interview with Kobe, first of all, I've never seen an interview with Kobe that's boring. Okay? Never happened. The way he speaks, he's so smart, the way he talks about the game. It's like Brady if he was a basketball player. I mean, they're the same. The Mamba mentality and the TB12 mentality, this is the same thing. It's the same thing. And that's why I have Kobe over LeBron, because LeBron is more physically gifted and still hasn't overcome Kobe, in my opinion, because stats are stats. I don't care about career stats. Okay, you got a bunch of career stats, good for you. A lot of guys have that. Okay, what matters is winning. You got to have the stats, but you got to have the championships. Kobe still got them. He still got them. And I don't care about all the other stuff. It's fine, whatever. But he made it happen. Okay, he made it happen, and that's.
It's also how many you win out of how many finals you make. So again, not to go on a tangent about basketball here, it's a football chat, but Kobe won 5 out of 7. LeBron's won 4 out of 10? Or I mean, the winning percentage is not on LeBron's side either. So
yeah, and with LeBron, those appearances will help him once he gets the championships. So once he gets, let's say he can get 6. And Ty Jordan can get 6 or 7. Those appearances now are important and they come into play. But until he does, because if we did it that way, then that means Brady was to go after the 2011 Super Bowl loss to the Giants because he was 3-2. He went to 5. Well, he went to more than Montana. No, it doesn't work like that. You got to get the wins first, and then the losses won't count against you. And I think that's how it should be done. We have a super chat from Elf of Courage. Elf of Courage sends a $5 super chat. Thank you, man. He says, just noticed VonAllen's outfit. Good thing it isn't red. Yes, because depending on which era of Star Trek you watch, the red shirt means that you're going to die in the episode. Did you ever watch Star Trek?
I did, yeah.
So, okay. So we did kind of go off on a basketball tangent, but that's okay. It's in reference to this is VonAllen Sports. It's not VonAllen football. Okay.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah. So again, my point is that I've been, regardless of me being a Raider fan, that won't stop me from being a Tom Brady fan and appreciate every game of his. And even when he's losing this season, I still enjoy watching him play. So.
But it's been rough.
Yeah.
I think every game that you've come over for, Tom's lost, right?
This year, yeah.
Oh, no, the Cowboys, week 1.
Okay, yeah.
The Cowboys, week 1. So, other than that, yeah. All right. So, let's take a look at the games for tomorrow. So, I usually go through and pick. So, let's see what we got here. All right, so Sunday morning we have in London, so I'm not going to be watching that. I don't know about y'all, but my ass will be asleep. But we've got the shitty Broncos at the not as shitty Jaguars, but they're both 2-5. Who you got, Z?
I'll go with the Jags.
You got the Jags?
Yeah.
I'm going Broncos. And you know why I'm going Broncos? Because Russell Wilson did a little workout on the plane, okay? Did you hear about that?
I did.
So, yeah. So while everyone's sleeping and trying to get rest on this long-ass flight, and you guys know if you ever flew to Europe or anything, it's horrible, okay? It's just long and dull. And all of a sudden, you've got Russell's dumbass sitting there in the middle of the aisle just shifting around and sticking his ass in people's faces and whatever he's going to do, right? I think Russell was creating some mojo. I think that he was building it up and building it up and building it up, and then he's going to just splurge and he's just going to drop his load all over London. Okay?
He'll finally be cooking, as they say, right?
Well, he probably won't want to eat what he's dropping, but well, maybe Ciara might. All right. So Panthers at Falcons. This is a weird game because the Bucs are now 3-5. All right. The Falcons are 3-4. If they lose, they'll be 3-5. And the Panthers would win and be 3-5, but the Panthers would have the tiebreaker over Tampa Bay. So one of these two teams is going to take the number one spot no matter what. The Falcons win, they're 4-4, they're number one. Panthers win, they're going to be tied. Three teams that are going to be 3-5, and the Panthers would have the win over the Falcons and the Bucs. I can't believe I'm even saying this. They got rid of their best player, and they're still pretty good. I'm going Falcons here. What do you got?
Well, I think if the Panthers play like they did against the Bucs, I think they have a shot at winning. So I don't know. It's a tough call, but I think they're going to have momentum of beating the Bucs. So I think the Panthers are going to take it.
You're going Panthers.
I'm going Panthers. Yeah.
All right. Wow. So you keep picking the kitty cat teams. Is there a theme here?
Possibly, right?
Okay. All right. So we got a pretty decent game here because now that the Bears beat the Patriots on Monday night, we kind of maybe can look at them a little differently. Let's hope. So we've got Bears at Cowboys. Right now the Bears are 3-4. Not too bad of a team. Cowboys 5-2. Their offense looked kind of crappy last week up until the very end, so I'm not too sold on this. But that's another week that Dak has full participation in practice and all that. Who you got, Z?
I'll still go with the Cowboys.
Okay.
Yeah. I think their offense will do the job. So
they got a great defense. I mean,
yeah,
I just that's why I picked. I said trade Tom to Dallas right now, right? Trade Tom to Dallas right now, and then you got something there. So I'm going Dallas. Big D is going to be 6-2. I'm sure Israel's going to be happy about that. The Fish at Detroit Lions. So we've got the Dolphins at 4-3, overrated. The Lions at 1-5. Well, that's another feline team. Are you going with the Lions?
No, I'll go with the Dolphins on that one. I mean, realistically.
Come on, man. You got to keep the theme going.
Well,
come on. Okay. I'm going Detroit.
Really?
Wow. Yes, I'm going Detroit. I think they're going to find a way to win this stupid game. Okay? I just don't think the Dolphins are a good team. I just don't buy it. Okay, so we've got next Cardinals 3-4. I can't stand this team. They just need to do an overhaul on the quarterback areas and the head coaching. Just change it. The Cardinals at 3-4 at the 5-1 Vikings. I think we're both going Vikings, right?
Yep.
That's pretty simple. All right. I'm glad to see Kirk Cousins finally on a good team. Isn't that pretty cool? I mean, he's been around a while.
Yeah.
And so here we go. The Raiders at the New Orleans Saints. The 2-4 Raiders. They're coming off a bye, are they not?
No, they played last week.
Oh, they had a bye the week before.
The Texans. Yeah,
okay.
they had a bye after they lost to the Chiefs, and then.
Oh, that's right, after the Chiefs. Okay, so they're 2-4, and the Saints are 2-5. I like the Raiders for this, and I'm not just saying that because of you. I would have picked them anyway. As far as that goes, I just don't trust the Saints for anything. I don't think they're just not the same team anymore. So,
right.
I'm guessing you're going Raiders.
Yeah, I'll go with Raiders. Of course, that's who I want to win. But I think the momentum from last week's win hopefully will, carry that over into tomorrow's game, and they'll get a win.
All right, we have the New England Patriots at 3-4. Tread carefully, Z. At the New York Jets. Oh, it's Jets week. That came quick. The 5-2 Jets. I mean, my head's about to explode. Okay. Who you got, man?
They announce who's going to start, whether it's Mac Jones or Zappy.
Mac.
It's Mac.
I think.
Okay.
I read that he's dealing with a toe injury, but I don't know what the most recent update. Someone in the comment section, but we'll probably mention it. But let's just say that Mac's playing.
Okay. I say the Patriots pull off an upset.
The Patriots?
Mm-hmm.
You're taking New England?
I don't think Bill's ready to lose to the Jets.
And I don't think so either.
Right.
So I've got the Patriots. I know I didn't pick them a few weeks back, but I did pick them to win Monday night. In fact, I guaranteed it, and that completely blew up in my face, didn't it, Milena? Just like, okay.
You have any followers that are Jets fans, by the way? I don't know.
I have 0 subscribers that I know that are a Jets fan. If they are, they have not revealed themselves. Oh, well, does Roman count? I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to him about that. But New England's got to win this game, and I know it's in New York, but actually it's in New Jersey. But still, all right. This actually might be an okay game. Pittsburgh Steelers, they're 2-5, but you know what they did to the Bucks just week before. At the Eagles, 6-0. Are you buying into the Eagles?
You know, at first I wasn't. After the Cowboys win, I was like, all right, they're legit. I still think, I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I think they're a contender. I think they're for real. I'd like to see the Steelers win, but I will go with the Eagles for the win.
You know what? I'm going Pittsburgh, baby!
All right.
Let's do it. All right. Pittsburgh with the upset, finally going to stop the Eagles and show everybody that they know that. All right? Boom. TJ Watt, I heard TJ Watt is going to play. All right? Okay, few games left. Milena's trying to sneak around like I don't see her. I see you. Come here.
What's that?
You want to say hi?
No.
Oh. You hear that, guys? She doesn't want to say hi to you. She doesn't want to say hi to you. All right. The Steelers may have a rookie quarterback, but they've also got Mitch Trubisky, the GOAT, or the Nickelodeon GOAT. How about that? All right. We have Titans at Texans. Titans are 4-2, a sneaky 4-2. The Titans, they're kind of just, haven't they won like 4 straight? So they started off 0-2. They're kind of sneaking in there. No one's really paying attention, and yeah, they all of a sudden they're pretty good. At the 1-4-1 Texans, just because the Texans have a tie, I think they should be condemned to Dante's fifth circle of hell. There never should be a tie in football. What do you think this is, sucker? Okay. Titans. I got Titans easy over the Texans. Beat down city. What do you think?
Me too. I'm going with the Titans.
Too easy. Okay, so we've got the DC Criminals. 3-4. Don't even know how that's possible. At the 3-1 Colts, who benched Matt Ryan for the year. What the hell? So also, I'm condemning them to Dante's fifth circle of hell for not only having a tie. In fact, I'm going to upgrade them to the sixth circle of hell for having a tie game, but also for benching Matt Ryan. Screw these guys. I've got the Washington money launderers. What do you?
Yeah, I'm going with the Lizard people. I mean, especially after their win against the Packers, that should give them some confidence going in. So.
Okay, so Lizard people it is. I think we both agree. Okay, 125 game. We've got the 3-4 San Francisco 49ers, or should we call them the San Francisco Underachievers, at the Los Angeles Rams. The 3-3 Los Angeles Rams because Stan Kroenke can no longer pay for the Super Bowl rig. Okay, I've got San Francisco. This is a lock. This is a lock. This is my lock of the day. 49ers will defeat the Rams. Who you got?
I got 49ers, and I think there's a major Niner fan base in LA. It's going to be a sea of red there, so I think I'm going with Niners.
All right, cool. This is going to sound weird. The 6-1 Giants. The 6-1 Giants at the 4-3 Seahawks. They can't even tank properly. Who you got? It's at Seattle.
It's at Seattle.
Yeah.
You know, given the record, I'd go with Giants. Because the thing is, Geno Smith is doing well, and especially after their win last week against the Chargers, it does get loud, and it's the loudest stadium, right, in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, they say it is.
yeah, it's called what, CenturyLink Field, I think. So I'll go with Seahawks on this. You know, I'll pick the Seahawks. I'll pick a bird this time.
I like it. I like it. I'm gonna pick the Seahawks just for fun. I just want to see what happens. Why does this camera make my right eye go? It looks like I'm cross-eyed. Like it's like some kind of weird effect. I don't know.
I can't even see myself, so I don't know.
Well, you look great, Z. Okay, you are gorgeous, man. It's perfect. Everything's perfect. Are you going to say hi? Is that what you're doing? Look, who wants to say hi. Come here. You gotta lean down. Hi, say hi. All right. Okay, so we got game of the week. I don't care. Don't tell me that the Packers are 3-4, blah, blah, blah. This is a game. This is going to be fun. This is going to be epic, okay?
Yeah.
Great game. Sunday Night Football on NBC. Green Bay Packers, the 3-4 Green Bay Packers at the Bills. 5-1 Bills. All right? Who you got?
I got the Bills. I think it'll be a fun game. I agree with you. I'm really looking forward to it. I think the Bills will win. But it's just on paper a great matchup. You know, Josh Allen versus Aaron Rodgers. Actually, I have a friend. They're a married couple. The husband's a Bills fan, and the wife is a Packers fan. So I was talking to them the other day, and they're like, the Bills fan was like, you know, I think I'm going to sleep in a separate room after the game. So that was pretty funny. But I'm going with the Bills.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to see a good game, but I'm going Bills too. All right. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. And the Monday night game. Now, it's Bengals, 4-3 Bengals at the Browns. Hang on just a second. So, what is going on with Deshaun Watson? Exactly. When is I don't know what's going on with him, but I think this one's pretty easy. I've got the Bengals. Who you got?
I'll stick to the cat theme and go with the Bengals.
Okay. I want the Browns to win just because of Addy. I want him to be happy, but I just don't think – I think a primetime game like this, I think Cincinnati will be able to take care of business there. Okay, so that's all the picks for Week 8. All right, guys. So let's see. Let's see if I got everything here.
I'll just say something real quick. I want to thank you and Milena for coming out to SoFi Stadium on Tuesday night. I know you talked about it in the beginning of the game, but it was great to have you there. I mean, when I found out about the event, you're the first person I thought of, even though it's none of our teams, but it's our local stadium, and it was great to take the tour and kind of see the inside of each locker room. But just want to thank you guys for being there. It was awesome.
No, thank you for taking us. But I mean, it was awesome, and I learned a lot too. I mean, I mean, we got to go to the stadium, but I learned a lot about finance and things like that, and all that. I mean, it was really. I had a great time. You could tell in the videos that and Milena, I think, was having the most fun.
Oh, I found the kicker.
You found the kicker. Yeah, she found the kicker, and he's gay. He's gay, or his name is gay, but well, his name is gay, but he is a pretty good kicker. But she found the kicker. But yeah, I don't think anyone had as much fun as Melinda that night. Would you agree?
I agree. Yeah, she was loving it. She kept saying, VonAllen Sports, let's go. And yeah.
Anthony Preston just told me that Watson will be back for the Texans game in Week 13. Okay, so yeah. Okay. All right, I think we got that. We covered everything. I know it's going to be a little shorter than usual show, guys. I usually go for about 2 hours, but I have an event about to start soon. So I want to thank you guys for being here tonight. And Z, thank you for being on.
Thank you.
And you're going to come back soon, right, on the show?
Yeah, I think after the Patriots-Raider game, I think that'll be a good time to chat. I'm in.
I like it. Perfect. Okay. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. You're awesome. Don't forget, I uploaded some new clips from my interview with the Chiseled Adonis. So some of those are up. I'll be uploading even more over the weekend and into the early part of the week. Okay, guys? So thank you so much. Good night.
Flag on the play if you're not subscribed to VonAllen Sports. But once you are, we'll make it up to your team in the fourth quarter. You're watching VonAllen Sports, real and honest NFL analysis. Subscribe now and join the empire. VonAllen Sports, let's go.
VonAllen Sports.